Good morning, good day, and good evening, fellow nerds and noobs. It has been quite a moment. Quite a moment indeed. It's been, I think, well, last month I only did one stream. Very different lifestyle that's been going on, but we're shifting into different things, keeping the nerd revolution alive as we got our Ron Paul for President sweatshirt on, just to give a little reminiscence, given the severity of the election that everybody is woeing over, stressing over, getting anxiety over. Just a reminder, we're on a rock flying through space. And humans are young. We're bored. Try and tell other humans what to do, because we wouldn't do that. We force it upon them. Oh, it's kind of the circle. So, Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump. Close selection. Yep. Communism, conservatism, statism. Now, what would you call it? You know, in general, my belief is which one of them would reduce government more? Well, in retrospect, it's very obvious. I have a feeling Trump would have a bigger slide of reducing government. To see Millie down in Argentina, who I would probably be moving to in the next 4 to 8 years if everything works out, of that country kicking ass, taking names. But if America steps in the right direction, and I mean this with more of like the man, the myth, the legend, Ron Paul, bringing to the table, hey, you know, just a reminder, government doesn't really run efficiently. Because I would love somebody to show me one example. Give me one example of the phrase, that was a very efficient government agency. They ran that well, and it was a government agency. And that didn't cost that much. So, corruption is at a all-time high, I'd say. It's very interesting. The high of printing money, making money is quite absurd. These Keynesian economists are well in the bed with government and rolling in the pig's manure for years. This is just finally like, hey, we're waking up to the results of it. So now we're witnessing, you know, Kamala Harris, who's an absolute tyrant in many ways. Trump, who, in my opinion, he spent like a statist back in 2016 and all that up to then. So I was always, you know, is he going to cut spending? Because cut the spending, you cut government, you're gonna get a libertarian happy. You're gonna get us Rothbardian libertarians giddy like a little fucking schoolgirl, or giddy like P. Diddy getting ready for one of his parties. Ooh yeah, ooh right, that's right, bitches. Right. So, I absolutely love liberty. I love America, but I love the earth. I always like, let's look at a little bigger. America's got its own landscape, but every part of this nation is one thing that we can get all wet and sob, you know, wet and sobby, I don't know, suck it, wet and suck it, or you know, in general, I think that the earth is a beautiful plane and got all its wonders, of course, right? And us humans are just bored. We've entertained ourselves to this point to think that we need another human to tell us what to do, how to live our life. No, just get out of our way. Get out of our way. Let us fail. Let us figure it out. Let us be held accountable. Let us held accountability on things. Consequentialist is a good thing. to be, nope, hey, you know, if you touch that, you're gonna get burnt. And then they touched it. Well, they burnt themselves. Should we give them compensation because they burnt themselves because they're a dumbass? No. That's the stupidity I think that we've hit. Hey, Johnny. Sorry, Johnnies. Hey, Johnny, don't touch that. Why? Well, because you might get your dick cut off. It might fall off, actually, because the STDs that you do by fucking that slut, who we know is a slut. But don't worry, Tommy. If you get an STD and your dick falls off, we'll pay you. That's the government mindset. Hey, you know, if you didn't know that they pretty much took out a squirrel, that was the other thing that was pretty crazy. Yeah. We'll get into that in a little bit, too. The squirrel story. So let's see. I mean, see, to me, as much as some people are like wanting Trump to win, I go, guys, you think that they're not gonna want to give? You think they're gonna let it give it up? Come on. The state wouldn't want to give up own powers. That's what happened to JFK. They break us. They recycle it. And the thing is, like, say Trump gets in. The one thing he said that I'm like, yeah, I don't really like that one. And then, of course, you got the people going like, oh, well, no. He believes if you burn the flag, you should get like 1 year in prison. Now that's no good. Let's see.
The left-wing anarchists tore down a statue of Thomas Jefferson. Now we're getting into the real stuff. They decapitated a statue of Christopher Columbus, except in New York when the Italians surrounded it. They didn't have too much of a chance. Those Italians, I love the Italians. They heard they were going to rip down their beautiful Christopher Columbus, and all of a sudden they circled that thing. They didn't do too well in hurting Christopher, did they? Thank you to our Italian population. We're very proud of you, right? 2 days ago, leftist radicals in Portland, Oregon, ripped down a statue of George Washington and wrapped it in an American flag and set the American flag on fire. Democrat, all Democrat. Everything I tell you is Democrat. And you know, we ought to do something, Mr. Senators. We have two great senators. We ought to come up with legislation that if you burn the American flag, you go to jail for 1 year. 1 year.
Yeah, that I don't agree with. So that was a speech. 2020. Okay, hold on.
We're going to be smart. We're going to listen to Tom Emmer and Pete and all of the other. You got great people in this group, I tell you. You have great people. And we do not need
July
more
27,
people who want to burn
2024.
our flag. I watched yesterday and the day before. They're burning our American flag. And I said, I know they say it's unconstitutional. Well, make it not unconstitutional. You burn our American flag, you should get immediately mandatory 1 year in jail.
No. Nope.
Unbelievable.
That's so stupid.
Go for it. To do it. On day one of the Trump presidency, I will restore the travel ban, suspend refugee admission, stop the resettlement, and keep the terrorists the hell out of our country. We're not going to have terrorists in our country. It's no wonder.
Okay. That's enough of that. So there's that. Now, and this is my point. Statism, ladies and gentlemen. The idea of having a group of men or women to dictate to another group of men or women how to live their life, the greater good that one person or a group of people deem for as, or what we would say, deem righteous. Thou shalt not kill unless thy government declares war. Get the pretzel rock. Kill him. Alright. So now that we've gotten that. Yeah, so this squirrel in New York, I believe it pretty much was killed. Bad news. By the state euthanized. Good job there, America. Alright, let's do a little, we'll do a little gaming. See if Halo can hold it. Probably not. Oh, excuse-moi. Hear me? Alright, we'll see if we can get a match in.